Hello folks, welcome to Legacy IAS Academy. In this video, we will be discussing a current affair topic presented to you by your faculty, Sushma KP. So what is the topic that we will be looking into today? Why are Pakistan and Afghanistan fighting with each other? See, before a full-fledged all-out war broke out in February 27th, there was a lot of skirmishes between your Pakistan and Afghanistan. Why, what were the causes, and what can we expect from the, let's say, if the same pace is going on, what would be the future of this war, and what are some of the things that India should look out? All this in the course of the video we will be seeing. So, if you're someone who enjoys local news, national news, international news, subscribe to Legacy IAS Academy channel. We provide deep insights into these topics. Alright, so let's come back to the topic. See, first and foremost, if you see, as of now, Pakistan has launched a lot of airstrikes inside Afghanistan. Initially, it was just the border areas. Then eventually it has ventured into so much so the capital or heart of Afghanistan, that is your Kabul. Recently, Afghanistan has held that your Pakistan airstrikes has targeted its drug rehabilitation centers. On account of asking this, Pakistan has denied this and claimed that it is only targeting your military installations and terror outfits. Why exactly this has happened? And this has escalated so much so that right now, with another ongoing war of your Iran crisis, this also is adding to the regional instability. See, first and foremost, why did Pakistan attack Afghanistan in the first place? This happened as a full-fledged out-and-out war. It happened on February 22nd because of lot of cross-border militant attacks happening to your Pakistan from the Afghanistan side, or more specifically from your TTP. TTP is Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan, otherwise also called as your Pakistan Taliban. Now, what is this Pakistan Taliban? If you see, first and foremost, let's speak about your Afghanistan regime. Presently, Afghan regime is carried out by Afghan Talibans. Your Pakistan, prior to your Taliban 2021 when they came back to power, they used to differentiate between Taliban as good Taliban, bad Taliban. According to them, the good Taliban was Afghan Taliban, bad Taliban was your Pakistan Taliban. Why? Because it was always, in its words, it has been a menace for Pakistan for the past 20 years. The questions will come as to why. Why is TTP doing cross-border militant attacks on Afghanistan? See, your TTP is a section of people where they want a more stricter implementation of Sharia law in Pakistan. Compared to the present not so Islamic or not Islamic enough rule which is doing your US backing. Understanding, they want that kind of rule in Pakistan. Now, because of this militant strikes which have been happening from Afghanistan to Pakistan, as a solution to this, your Pakistan retaliated with your airstrikes on Afghan soil. Like I mentioned earlier, initially it was only bound to the border areas, or they are trying to create a buffer. If this is Pakistan and this is Afghanistan, 30 kilometers of buffer they were trying to create. But now they have entered as much as to the heart of Afghanistan, that is your Kabul. Both sides have been claiming to have, there is both Afghanistan and Pakistan have held very high claims that they have killed a lot of military posts, and they've taken control of many military posts. They've killed many terror outfits, and both have accused each other of harming the innocent civilians. TTP is your Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan, which is an anti-Pakistan militant group which wants Pakistan to be run under your strict Shariat law. So where does your TTP operates from? It operates from your Afghan soil. One of the anger, okay, now let's assume in this way, if according to Pakistan, TTP is the one that is doing it, why is it affecting or why is it attacking and conducting strikes on Afghanistan? It is because Pakistan claims that when your TTP came back to power post 2021, it thought that your Afghan Taliban will be used as a puppet, or they can use Afghan Taliban to strike and attack your TTPs. But what happened was, despite repeated warning from Pakistan, Afghan Taliban has not taken action on TTP. Why? Because they're coming from your same ethnicity. Okay, and this Pakistan is angry that the Afghan Taliban are not taking action on Pakistan Taliban. So this is more like, in their version, the Afghanistan is allowing TTP to use its land as a safe haven, and this attack was for their non-action to this issue. Understanding? So what is Pakistan's objectives in this war? If you see, first and foremost is destroy all the TTP bases, stop the militant infiltration, and pressurize the Taliban, that is Afghan Taliban, to take action into this. Again, why is Afghanistan not acting against TTP? Ideological similarity, strategic autonomy, because your Taliban does not want to be seen as a puppet for Pakistan. See, before 2021 was a different story, but after 2021, with the return of the Taliban, it wants to maintain a strategic autonomy. Understanding? And also, one more important thing is your Pashtun factor. Your Pashtuns are people who are living on both sides of the border. That is both Afghanistan and Pakistan. Now, if these people attack, then there would be a large amount of, let's say, a bad image that will be created, because they have strong ethnic familial roots and ties. Understanding? And also, this would increase the risk, okay, with respect to the regional instability. With respect to Pakistan and Afghanistan, if you see their history, that is before 2021 and after 2021, we can divide it. It supported Afghan Taliban for many years, and even it aimed to reduce Indian influence and used Taliban as its foreign policy tool. Okay, whereas post the return of Afghan Taliban to Afghanistan in 2021, there has been considerable change. Why? Because Pakistan expected that Afghan Taliban can be used to suppress TTP, but that has not happened. What is the type of attack? Now, what kind of war is it? See, it is not a simple war between your Afghanistan and Pakistan, because there is also a huge amount of border conflict with respect to your line of demarcation between Afghanistan and Pakistan. And also, there are a lot of terror elements, proxy outfits involved, and there are a lot of ideological links and ethnic tensions, especially with respect to your Pashtuns. Now, with increasing Pashtun issue or with respect to TTP, the Baluch may also again restart, right? Now, the military perspective, you see who has a strategic edge with regarding to your conventional military power, that will be your Pakistan. But if you see with respect to Afghanistan, they have a lot of asymmetric advantage. They're very much more experienced with their guerrilla warfare. They have faced much more. The regime has faced much more hardship than what your Pakistan has faced. And also they have the familiarity of mountainous terrains. And also they have a more of decentralized leadership. Now, if left, where can this conflict go? It can be continuing to the limited strikes, such as your air strikes or low level escalation. But if it increases further or escalates, it could go for a buffer zone approach, which means your Pakistan is feeling that the buffer is what is used in Afghanistan as post, military post, to attack against Pakistan. So it we can gain control of that area itself. Or otherwise, if more proxy escalation keeps on going on, then there will be a lot of indirect violences, and also it is very easy to deny by each sides. Okay, and they may even try for your negotiated peace, but the negotiated peace will not remain as a feasible solution here, because trust deficit is very high. Now, with this incidents happening, what are the implications for different regions, including Afghanistan and Pakistan? First, let's say with Pakistan. If your TTP threat keeps on intensifying, how is your Pakistan trying to resolve this? Means with further more violence. This will again anger your Pashtuns even more. If this keeps on going ahead, and if Pakistan is very much put up in this, Baluchis also can start. And also, the security burden starts growing, and Pakistan will resort to its usual concept of trying to pin the blame on India for any of its failures. Next is with respect to Afghanistan. See, with respect to already Afghanistan, before starting a full-fledged all-out war, here many other countries such as Turkey and all tried to mediate. But now many of the mediators themselves are very much busy and invested and occupied with the Iran crisis. So, with the ongoing Iran crisis and internationally, your Afghanistan is not yet recognized, and alongside this adds to more of a isolation, international isolation, and also humanitarian crisis calls are increasing, infrastructure is very much damaged. Okay, they are having to externally depend on someone for their survival. If you say with respect to China, see, China is one country which has interest in both Pakistan and Afghanistan, and is much more prized your Belt and Road initiatives. It wants to de escalate the issue and both sides to reach a negotiation. With respect to the wider aspect, if you see, if you starve off Afghanistan in this way, then what would it lead to? Means somewhere about your narcotics trades, right? And also with regarding to huge amount of illegal arms, extremist networks, proxies operating largely, and this can also have an effect about spillover to the regional instability. What should India look out for? See, first and foremost is the terror spillover. Okay, because you have to curb down the terrorism in your own backyard, because it doesn't take much time to come. This is what India has been warning Pakistan of, which Pakistan has taken no heed about it. Second is Pakistan always tries to, any of its internal failure, it tries to deflect the case on India. Next is, as of now, if you see, India engages more with your Afghan Taliban, that is, its engagement has considerably increased from before. And this alongside, there is shifting alliances, stability in this region, which is furthermore becoming challenging. And also India's Central Asia connect, that is entry into Central Asia, is through Afghanistan. If this region remains very unstable, then your Tapi pipeline, all this will remain just a dream. Okay, so how can India try to do, means try to take the things that it has always did with respect to humanitarian aid, assistance, understanding. So your Pakistan-Afghan conflict, if you see, it is not just something about a war or a miscommunication. Its roots go back to terror, ethnicity, ideology, all of them are intertwined. Understanding? So, Taliban's, now if you say Afghan Taliban, how it was before 2021, and your Pakistan wanting to use this Afghan Taliban as its puppet is not going to work. That is what your Afghanistan is also trying to show. And also, your Pakistan continuing to act against the interest of people and creating more and more alienations is going to cost it even more than what it can win out of just pure military might. Okay, with this we've come to the end of the content. If you like our content, subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, share it along with your friends. Thank you.